Hey guys, today I have this fun makeup look, perfect for a music festival, and I just wanted to add some type of fun makeup look on my channel, so if you guys are interested, then let's go ahead and hop in. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my Pixi Glow Mist, and I'm going to go ahead and spritz up my face. Just going to hydrate it and get it super dewy. Next up, I'm going to be using the Concealer Collection palette. This is a 16 color palette of concealers, and it's by the brand Mesurable Difference. I'm going to be using a bunch of different shades. I actually really love this palette, especially because there's a different range of concealers all in one. And it actually came in this month's BoxyCharm, which can we just talk about for a second? Was so in love with this month's BoxyCharm. So many amazing products came in here. You'll see throughout the video I used a few because yes. And you get like over $100 worth of product for 21 bucks in this box. Like, yes. I'll have a link down below where you guys can go check them out and you guys can sign up and subscribe. So I'm going to go ahead and start as a base for my eyeshadow using this concealer palette. I'm absolutely in love. I actually carved out my brows too with it, and I was so in love. It held up amazing, and it just goes on really easy. So I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Cream and Ivory, mix those two together, and blot it right on my eyelid, and that will be our base. Moving over to the shadow, I'm taking the LA Girl Eye Luxe Mesmerizing Shadow, and this is in the palette Energize. I'm going to use a few colors from this palette, but mainly focusing on this coral shade right here. It is so beautiful. These do have a tiny bit of shimmer in it, but I don't really mind, and you didn't see it like too much, so I wasn't too concerned with it, but it's so gorgeous. I'm just going to take this coral color and run it from outer to inner corner, and you'll see I go in with a different pop of color like in the middle of this video, but I just love this shade to put into the crease. So I just kind of mix a few colors from this palette as well and run it from outer to inner corner and leave my lid bare. Also, don't mind the lighting in this video. I'm so sorry. I don't know if it's my lights or the room or whatever, but my hair looks weird and the lighting just looks a little bit off. But once I get to my beauty room, I hope the lighting will get better for you. I'm going to go ahead and brighten some things up. I'm going to take the Loreal Infallible paints, and this one is in the shade Cool Ivory. I'm taking that champagne shade, popping that right into the inner corner of my eye just to go ahead and brighten it up. And then I'm going to be taking the other side of this, which is a lighter champagne, and I'm going to pop that right underneath my eyebrow, right underneath, and just carve out my eyebrows just a little bit more. And it just gives more of like a highlighted look and just makes them stand out a little bit. It's not that noticeable, but it just adds a cute look to this look. Moving over to the face, I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation. So today I'm using the LA Girl Pro HD foundation in the shade Fair. Then I'm going in with the L'Oreal Pro Glow as well, mixing a little bit of that in with the LA Girl one. I love mixing these two. It just gives a beautiful finish and very like summer, spring appropriate. Gives the appropriate dewiness to the skin, but looks super flawless. So I'm going to go ahead and mix those two together and put it all over my face. To go ahead and conceal the under eyes, I'm taking the same concealer palette that we used in the beginning, and I'm using a few different shades to get my perfect concealer shade for underneath the eyes, and I'm also using a tiny itty bitty beauty blender to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to take a few of these shades. I'm using Taupe, Caramel Latte, and Cream, and I'm going to go ahead and mix those three together and put it right underneath my eyes in a V shape to get a brightened, uplifted look, as well as a little bit on my chin and a little bit on my forehead. Then I'm going to go in with this angled Eco Tools sponge, and I'm going to go ahead and take the deep shade in this palette, which is Milk Chocolate and Bronze, and I'm going to go ahead and mix those two together and pop it right into my cheek area just to kind of give a light contour and just give a little bit more of a bronzier look back to the skin. Kind of natural, because it is more of that cream as opposed to a powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on first, and we will add a powder over top later on. To go ahead and set the concealer we just put on the underneath of our eyes, I'm taking my Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to go ahead and pack that on underneath my eyes with a damp beauty blender. I love using damp beauty blenders. I think it just really soaks into the skin and makes it look really flawless and airbrushed. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on all the spots that I put the concealer. And once that is all set down, I'm just going to go ahead and take a kabuki brush, and I'm going to go ahead and blend the powder away. For more of a bronzy look to the skin, I'm taking the L'Oreal Baked Body Frosting Face and Body Glow, which is so bomb. It is in the Tahitian Glow shade. It's a nice, beautiful bronzy color, and it has some like shimmer to it, very lightly, and it also has some like, I want to say like pale blush tones. It's gorgeous. Next up, it is time to glow, and I did get a little carried away with this, but it's a music festival look, so oh well. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Rodeo Dry from Ofra Cosmetics. This is one of my favorite highlighters, and you guys already know Ofra is one of my favorite line of highlighters. Absolutely love it. The pigmentation and everything is just such a serious glow, girl, yes. So this one also came in this month's BoxyCharm, and I was so happy when it did because you guys already know my love for Ofra Cosmetics and the highlight game. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this right onto my cheekbones with a fan brush, and I do get a little carried away, but you guys already know, favorite part. So moving back over to the eyes, I'm taking the NYX Prismatic Shadow in the shade Whimsical. This is a beautiful icy purple shade, more like a lilac. It is so pretty, and I wanted to tie some type of like light purple to this look, so it also was in my shirt with the colors that we were using, so I was like, yes, just goes perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and take an Eco Tools brush and pop that right into the outer portion of my eye, bringing it into the lid as well as onto the lower left portion of my eye. I think it's so beautiful, and I love like dragging this shade right underneath my eye. I think it just really tied it together. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this on to my desired look. I do go over it a few times and blend. So for this look, I definitely wanted to add some gold and glitter and some type of like extra glam. So I'm going to be taking these Martha Stewart gold flakes, and I'm going to go ahead and pop these right onto a desired area. I chose the top of my cheekbone with some NYX glitter glue to get it down as a base and adhere to it. So one little quick thing about these is that I don't think they're recommended for the face because they're mainly for a craft. I picked mine up from Michael's craft stores, so I just want to let you guys know if you're going to be doing this, just to be super careful. And I do go back in several times with that highlighter and that fan brush, and I just keep going. I also bring this onto my shoulders and a little bit on my collarbones just to make those things pop. And especially if you're wearing like a shirt like this, if you are attending a music festival or even a concert or anything like that, I think this added touch just gives everything. It completes every look, and I literally just put highlighter everywhere. So yeah, putting it in those spots will make those spots pop. Then I'm going to go in with these purple flakes as well from the same exact collection, and I'm going to pop a tiny bit of the NYX glue right underneath my eye. You want to be really careful when you're putting, you know, these type of flakes next to your eye because they're not really recommended for that. So I'm going to just put a little bit below my lash line, so it's not like super close to my eye, if that makes sense, and just put a few of these on there. I'm not going to go crazy with it underneath my eye, so I'm just going to do like 3 or 4 flakes. Once the glitter is adhered to the underneath of our eyes, I'm going to go ahead and pop on some lashes. Today I'm using Lilly lashes in the style Monaco. Those are my favorite ones right now. Then I wanted to create some faux freckles to add to my natural freckles. So with this foundation today I use, it makes my natural freckles on my nose peek through a little bit, which I love. I'm going to go ahead and take my Anastasia Dip Brow with an angled brush from Sigma. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of dots, and then I'm going to blend it away with a beauty blender. And it just looks like it's coming out of the foundation. It looks super pretty. Today I'm using Lilly lashes in the style Monaco. Then I wanted to add a little bit of a purple glow to this look as well, so I took Lavender Steel from NYX. This is the Duo Chromatic Illuminating Powder, and I just popped a little bit on that right on top of the Rodeo Drive, but I still have like the golder highlight be the main focus. This is just going to add a little bit of a tint to the highlight. For mascara today, I decided to try out a new one. This one is by Loreal and it's called Lash Boss. It is super nice. I'm really obsessed with it. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on my lower lashes just a tiny bit. For my lips today, I decided to go in with a metallic lip color. So I'm taking Smashbox Petal Metal and I'm going to go ahead and put this all over my lips. Do not mind the little glitter flake that is on my nose. That will come off. And then to top off the look, I'm taking this nose hoop, which is new, and I just curled down a little bit to fit on my lip. I'm going to go ahead and pop that right into the center of my lower lip, and it's just going to make it look a little bit more full and just give a little accent piece to this look. And then I'll just pop one flake of those glitter flakes right onto the top of my Cupid's bow, just to have a little bit of an accent on the top of my lip. And then that pretty much wraps up this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it and maybe found it a little helpful. If you did, go ahead and thumbs it up. And yeah, I know I'm a little late on music festival looks, but I was like, why not just throw one up for you guys? Never too late, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Mwah.